Today we've got the brand new Football Manager 2018, and guess what? We've already simulated it one season. So we're bringing you this: who wins the Premier League in the 2017-2018 campaign. We're going to recap over the season to see who wins it. Then we're going to look at the top 4, also the top 10, and in another video, just so we can get the views, you know, we'll do one on the relegation teams. So if we jump in on the 6th of May 2018, you'll know that's one game before the season is completely put to bed. So 37 games in, and the top 10 looks like this. Burnley, they're enjoying a good season in 10th. Then there's Leicester. Liverpool, they're only floating around in 8th. Bournemouth, they're high flying. Then there's Tottenham. Manchester City in 5th. The biggest shock of them all here. West Ham 4th. Then Arsenal, Manchester United and Chelsea at the top. Remember though, there's still one game left, and we're going to view that in a couple minutes. But as you can see, both Chelsea and Manchester United could still claim the title. There's only 3 points in it with a goal difference of 1. And if that hasn't gripped you, well, second place United play Brighton, whereas Chelsea play Man City. Oh my god. First, let's start up with some of the other key teams, starting at Liverpool, who are 8th. What has happened there? So, Jurgen Klopp actually got the sack in early February 2018, having seemingly been unable to steer the Reds into at least a Champions League fighting position. All in all, it was Klopp's poor defensive record that cost him the job. He conceded 48 in total, and that's far more than the likes of United towards the top of the league. Literally, the lines between real life and FM are being seriously blurred now. Dutch coach Pepijn Linders comes in as interim manager until the end of the season. In real life, he's the very young but hugely promising coach at Anfield who joined from FC Porto. He's being tipped for big things by Klopp, so Liverpool fans, please leave a comment telling us what you think about this FM prediction. The next team to focus on is Manchester City. It may be early doors, but Pep's team look like they're waltzing to the EPL title at the moment. They've brushed aside most opponents of ease and are playing some of the best attacking football we've ever witnessed. On FM, a selection of players have underperformed throughout the season though. Here we have Kyle Walker, Ederson, Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling and Danilo all achieving under 7 for their average ratings. Fortunately for City fans then, those players have been the citizens' most inspirational forces so far, and that's probably why they're high flying. Side note, De Bruyne is insane of course. He tops the assist chart with 16. That was an easy one for FM to predict though, right? Sliding up to 4th and we have West Ham. Okay, so real life, bottom 3, sacked manager, now have David Moyes in charge. Football Manager 2018, contending for a top 4 spot on the last day of the season. Aaron Cresswell is the best fullback in the league. They've signed Ganzo, and Jack Wilshere, and Javi Hernandez has scored 18. Don't let this go, West Ham fans. Treasure it, my friend. Treasure it. Let's quickly mention Manchester United. They've got a record that is basically the opposite of Mourinho at the moment, scoring more goals than any other team and being the most attractive attacking footballing side in the division. Lukaku has bagged most of them, although Mata, Pogba, Mkhitaryan and Rashford have all grabbed double figures. Interestingly, it's Martial who starts more games than Rashford, but the Englishman ends up finding the target more often. The leaders then, Chelsea, their team is pretty much a replica of real life, although they have bolstered their defence with this guy, Martinez from Real San Sebastian. Oh, and Bartra from Dortmund. Both Spaniards by the way. But their highest performer across the season is actually centre-back Andreas Christensen. He plays a total of 36 games with a 7.63 rating. His value skyrockets to 45 million and his stats are just quality across the board. If you're watching Antonio Conte, nice job. Keep the Dane in the starting lineup for sure. Enough of the waffle then, let's get to the last game of the season, straight over to Chelsea versus Manchester City. So this is obviously the new Football Manager game. As you can see, they've got some nice features, this being the team lineups before the game starts. The ball's up there, Willian and Morata, I believe they're the top goal scorers, that's why they've got them. Same with Bernardo Silva from Man City. And then star players here, so as I mentioned earlier, Andreas Christensen for Chelsea, he's having a stormer of a season. And then obviously for Man City, assistant master Kevin De Bruyne. So Man United are losing to Brighton 1-0 here. We've got Izzy Brown, I imagine, penalty. So that means Chelsea, as you can see, they're 4 points clear at the top. Looks like they're going to walk to the title. Fabregas, Victor Moses, playing around the edge. One more if he can find him. There he does. Hazard's got to score. Yep, 1-0 Chelsea. Boom, boom. Eden Hazard. Half time, it's 1-0 to Chelsea. Manchester United losing 2-0 to Brighton. So that means they're flying at the top by 5 points. Doesn't look like that's going to change it either. Although Brighton have had Dunk sent off, so could be a big second half coming up there. The top 4 is changed since we spoke earlier. Arsenal have now slipped out. Arsenal are missing out on the top 4 spot. Wow, on the last day of the season they're losing 2-0 to Stoke. I can't believe that. Typical. I'm trying not to smile too much here. Let's see the second half. Let's see if this carries on. It's 2-0 Chelsea, guys. It's 2-0 Chelsea. I kind of missed that because I was playing with the settings. But it's a deep ball across the box to Willian. Here we go. Kante. Out wide. Alonso, who's been one of Chelsea's stand-up players. Plays it into Hazard. He's going to cross it. And there's Willian at the back stick. Eesh. Nods at home. Great ball. Willian, please score from this. Go on, Chelsea. Morata. That was all thanks to Christensen. Great interception at the back. He's gambled forward. Pushed it on one. Slotted it out wide. Ball comes into the box. Morata slides it home. There you go. Bosh. Sit down, Silva. 5 minutes left. Chelsea are going to win the title. United in second. Tottenham third. West Ham. They've snuck in at fourth because Arsenal gifted away their position on the last game of the season. They had the points advantage. West Ham have won. Arsenal have lost. And Man City trailed down to 6th. And now it's 4-0. 5-0. Chelsea 5. Chelsea 5. Manchester City 0. Now that's how you finish the season, ladies and gentlemen. And there they go. They're winning the trophy. That's a nice touch. I didn't realise that was going to happen. Go see the fans, lads. Conte and the crew. 5-0. As James Holmes from Football 365 says, he's surprised by the big result. So am I. That does it for HITC Top Corner Gaming. So Chelsea claim the title on the last day of the season. Manchester United runners up, Tottenham third, West Ham still 4th above Arsenal, and then Manchester City. Are you a betting man? Tell us in the comments if you could ever see this happening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and there's some more videos coming up on your screen right now.